to a special robot adventures video. I don't have a thing to Kampai right now because I'm going to make it. Eat some cough drops. So I know you're thinking, Reuben, it's February 24th or 5th, around there. Isn't it your 12th anniversary on YouTube? That's right. 12 years. Bringing you all the high quality action. Reuben, I don't know about that high quality part. Blow my nose on camera, because that's the way you do it. None of this cutting and not blowing your nose on camera. All this chopping and fucking edity shit. You do it in one go. One go. Or you try at least. So yeah, today is the 25th here in Japan. And yeah, so I don't know when they actually record the date you joined YouTube. And I've told this story before. So orange juice next, orange juice. Yeah, back in 2007, I was living in that apartment, the one you saw in my first videos, and I had just moved out of my old girlfriend's apartment, so I was living with her, and then and so I was living there, and but that wasn't the start of the collection. So I think I can't remember when I saw it, but man, this fucking thing is hard to take off. There, fucking finally. You gotta get that seal off there. I had been seeing these figures at the store, the Binaltex, and I was like, "What is this?" And I didn't know, this was back in maybe 2004, 2005, around there. Maybe 2006. And, no, it had to be earlier than that. It had to be around 2004 or 2003. Could have been then. And I'd seen these figures or these Binaltex. I'm like, what is that? Is that a Transformer? Do Transformers still exist? Is that in the last Transformer I saw was maybe some Beast War stuff. It's like, oh, okay. So it's like, wow, these are fucking, these are die-cast, heavy, like adult Transformers, and for only, if you can see the price right there, only $36.64. $30. 12 years ago. Now you're looking at what, 60 if you could buy something like that. This has your salary doubled in 12 years. This is stagnant wages. It's like, oh yeah, but we'll just increase the price. Yeah, you're fucking over people. But anyway, that's a problem with voting Republican. Yeah, fucking trickle it down on you. I don't want your fucking trickle, dude. So I bought, that was the first one I bought. Dead End. And then from there, I was like, oh, I want another one. And I want another one. So I started getting another one. And then another one. And there started the collection from there. I want to say that was my first, like, vinyl. That was my first vinyl tape. But I think I had seen a 7-Eleven, like, Devastator. Like a little tiny rinky-dinky Devastator. It's like, wow, look, they make, like, little tiny rinky-dinky Transformers. And, I was like, oh, okay, I'll pick up with that. It was like maybe $3, 300 yen apart. So the whole thing cost like $1, like 10, 15 bucks. So I was like, yay, and I got my little Transformer there. So, and then I got this Vinyltech, and I got just kind of interested in it. And I was like, okay, let me get into it here. Looking, I was like, these are pretty fun and stuff like that. I wonder if there's information about these things online. And I started looking, it's like, oh, they're masterpieces. And back then, in 2007, or 2006, or whenever it was, there was a website called, like, Transformers 2005, or something like that. I forgot what it was called. It's still around, or maybe it was the Cybertron thing. And I was like, oh, look, they had some information about the Masterpiece 5 Megatron. And I think I brought it out somewhere. Did I take it out? I thought I brought it out. No, I can't find it. Oh, no, I didn't bring it out. Because I already have one out. There's Megatron here. And, yeah. And they were like, oh, the release date is this day. They quoted, it's like, oh, it's the release date is that day. But I had gone to Wonderfest because I saw that they were releasing Revoltech, Optimus Prime, and Megatron. And I was like, well, fuck, that's pretty cool. I can get a little, kind of cool looking Optimus Prime and a Megatron and the Revoltech. And I was like, all right, good. I went to the Wonderfest, picked up these two feet. Well, I don't know if that was exactly these two, but I have a couple more. Maybe the other one I made into Galvatron. But it's like, yay! I got those, and I was happy. And I realized that the date they quoted on that website was wrong, because the actual release date in Japan was, whatever the date was. And I think I signed into one of those things and I posted there, so the actual date is something. And I didn't like going to forums and stuff like that, because you get a bunch of weirdos in there. Fucking weirdos. And so I was like, okay, I didn't really join into that community, but I bought the figures, and I was like, oh yay, now I have a Megatron, now I have an Optimus, now I have a, oh shit, I'm tequila. Oh shit, oh, my tequila. And, and then I got the Megatrons, and I got a couple more, because like, oh, these fucking things are pretty cool. So I picked up a couple backups, just to have some backups. And I forgot the straw again, like a dumbass. And, then I started collecting and stuff like that. Then, I don't know why I started YouTubing, but, maybe because I couldn't find videos about Transformers on YouTube. And the ones I could find, I think when I first started watching YouTube videos about Transformers, there was, Saber Wolf or something like that. He was a British guy. I forgot his name, Quicksilver or something though. But he'd talk about Transformers, and he'd like hold the Transformer like this, and he'd tell a little story about a Transformer, and you couldn't see the Transformer. I was like, well, I want to see the Transformer. That's what I want to see because it's a fucking video. And so I was like, well, okay, I'm gonna show my Transformers. So then I was like, okay, this is Transformers. You can see it up close. And back then, the video quality and the compression of YouTube was shit. So even if you had, you know, a good quality camera and stuff like that, when you try to upload it and stuff like that, they would compress it and it'd be all crap and gritty and stuff. So YouTube has changed a lot in 12 years. We used to be able to respond to each other, do video responses, do all this other stuff, but now we can't do that. I kind of miss those days because I kind of liked, we used to like, hey, what do you think? And then we'd like kind of chain, like there would be a comment. It's like, hey, why don't you do this? And yeah, it was kind of fun back in this early days. Oh, yeah. Optimus Prime. Oh, and the movie came out 2007. That was probably one of the big things too. It's like, oh, people were talking about the movie, so we got to talk about the movie. And we're excited about the movie. And then the movie came out, and then we're like, oh, that was kind of scary. So yeah, I'm just gonna pour this in straight. Ooh, nice. Optimus, get out of the way. We want to see the chili robot. There it is. Nice and chilly with the tequila up here and the bowls, curacao and the lime. Oh, chili. And then then another terrible thing happened. I watched Too Old for Toys make a video about a Gundam and his foot movement with pistons in the ankles, and like you move the foot and the little piston would move, and there would be like, whoa, that's pretty cool. That's like a mechanical fucking connection. And I was like, oh shit. Now I gotta get in the fucking Gundam. And I was like, I want to get a Gundam with the fucking ankle that fucking moves. Fucking motherfucker. No one's stopping me from getting a fucking ankle with the fucking piston and finish with the fucking Gundam. Fucking Gundams. Hate those motherfuckers. Come back. Whoo! Oh, the tequila's right there. Whoo! Oh, that's some tequila right there. Yeah, and I forgot the straw. I gotta do the slow shake. I'm gonna dip my finger in there. Finger's clean. I just picked my nose. That cleaned it. All right, there it goes. Alcohol. Kanpai. Okay, that's better. So then, I was like, alright, well, if I'm gonna fucking get a Gundam, I'm gonna get the cool Gundams with the, and hey, there's a video of me when I was doing kendo. And I did kendo for about maybe 2 years, 3 years. And I like kendo. Kendo is nice. And the swords and stuff. So I was like, I'm going to get the sword kind of Gundam. That's the kind of Gundam I want. So I picked up some of the ones with swords. And like, oh, and the green ones. I like green ones. And I was like, okay, well, I got some Gundams. How am I going to paint this thing? Because it looks like all the cool kids are painting Gundams. And then I bought the airbrush stuff. And that started the airbrushing thing. It's like, oh, well, if you're gonna make a model, might as well fucking airbrush it. You can do it painted, but painted with brushes, or you can airbrush it, which is like, oh shit, that's the way to go, airbrushing. So I think the compressor and stuff, the linear compressor was about $200 each. Each one of these airbrushes, I don't know if you can see that price, is about $120. And then all the other components, all the paints, all the flippity doos, all the, it's like, oh, that's getting a little bit pricey. So that was all because of Too Old for Toys and his evil, addictive hobby that's very bad. Bad. Hey man, the first Gundam's free, man. The first one's free. After that, come see me. I'll help you out. I'll hook you up. Blow my nose. Oh, that's nasty. Ugh. You could hear some of the snot like getting into the towel. Some of it got on my shirt there, on my nipples. Between the nipple hairs. Nipple hair snot. That's nasty. People do nasty shit. That is nasty shit. I don't know why you would toss a salad. It's like, oh, let me get some of that salad. I got a salad. You got a salad. Let's toss each other's salad. Salad tossing party. No! Just say no. I should have said no to all these fucking figures. And then because of the painting, then after that, it's like, I got an airbrush. And I've got some paint. And then gave birth to Robot Adventures. And this, of course, was an Ultra Magnus figure, which was like a limited, exclusive something, which I painted, and I liked it. He's been with me on many a journey. Like my little mascot, when I go on travel, it's like, hey, look, now he's in Hokkaido. Oh, look, now he's in someplace. Oh, look, he's in... Ta-da. So I like him. Last time when Mokana Man was out here, the Gundamer, fucking Gundams. I'm telling you, those fucking Gundams they're dangerous. Don't get in with those Gundams. We went to the izakaya and we played with the robot, but I didn't upload that video. I should probably upload that. Maybe at the end of this, if I can find it. I don't know where I put that video. But, yeah, and I made some friends on here. Some have actually met, and I kind of converted some other friends. It's like, hey, why don't you make YouTube videos? Why don't you, share your hobby? And some of them did. It's like, hey. Yeah, and some of them are, most of them are in the States and stuff like that, and they have wife and families now, and I get the comments I get nowadays are like, I used to watch you when I was a kid, and I'm like, we're all fucking kids, just different ages. And yeah, 12 years, if you were like 10 years old when you were watching me talk about, how much a shitload weighs. How much is a shitload versus a crap load versus a fuckload? What's the difference there? Or my beard toys. Hey, here's some beard toys. Yeah, you shouldn't be watching beard toy videos. That's something, if you were a kid watching Beer Toys videos, there's something wrong with you. Especially if you're watching me talking about beer toys. So, can't pie for that. You're probably old enough to drink now. You are. If you were 10 years old, now 12 years later, can't pie. This one's for you. Right there. A chili. Go make yourself a chili robot and think about all your fucked upness growing up for the last 12 years and like, shit, man, I did a lot of crazy shit. And if you're like 21 years old, 22, your brain doesn't stop, fully developing until you're like 25. So you're still going to do some stupid ass shit. That's why fucking college kids are dumb as fuck. They're like, oh, yeah, I'm just going to fucking butt chug this beer here. That's a smart thing to do. Kavanaugh, butt chug. All right. Yeah, a lot of stuff happened there. And, yeah. I got most of the masterpieces because I like those. And then after they started going plastic, I was like, we got through 8 years of Obama, which he was so a weak president. It's like, fucking see how fucking assholey Trump is? Imagine if Obama tried as hard as Trump. Trump can't do shit because he's really a dumbass. But, Medicaid for all, that would have been... Man, my nose is all clogged up. And Green New Deal would have been nice. A bunch of stuff would have been better than, we can't, this is slow, gradual change. Let's believe in slow, gradual nothingness. Bailing out the big banks, too big to fail, too big to jail. We got through that, and now we got Trump. I mean, I came because I hated Bush. I wanted to, travel around the world and see. And then we got Barack. It was okay, but still not worth me going back to the States. And now we got Trump, and I really don't want to go back. But so that's what we're doing. Bernie. He's too old. Well, fuck it. I'd rather have 4 years of Bernie. I'd rather have any time with Bernie than some like corporate, bought politician doing like, oh, we're not gonna really do any kind of, gun control or anything like that. Well, some people, if you follow politics, then that's one of Bernie's things that they call him on because there's a hunting in his state, so he's got to represent his constituents. But maybe he'd see it different for the rest of the nation. And his age. That's another thing. Just, keeping it real. Or like the youngins say, I ain't gonna lie. Is that right? Is that what they say? I ain't gonna lie? Or I'm not gonna lie? Yeah, I think that's what they say. I'm not gonna lie. Because every time they don't say I'm not gonna lie, they're actually lying. Why do you even have to bring up the fact that, oh, I'm not going to lie? That's a dumb statement. So every time you don't say, I'm not going to lie, we should ask you, hey, are you lying now? Are you lying now? Because you didn't preface your statement with, I ain't going to lie. So fucking, don't say that. You sound like a dumbass. And here in Japan, if a bunch of people don't go to a church or don't do religious stuff, but they like to say, oh my God. And I'm just like, you have no God. Who is your God? Tell me about God. It's like, oh, I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, well, people say stupid things. Oh my gosh. You better get that gash out of here. Or show me your gash. Hey, you want to check out my gash? I got a big throbbing gash right there in my gash hole. Got it right there. That's the gash hole flip. Just like that, and stretch it out. Flick up the gash. No, now every time someone says, "Oh my gosh," I'm gonna imagine your two fingers flipping the gash. You get a little pinch on the gash, on the left gash and the right gash, and right on the bean. Beep. Just right there. Boop. My gosh. Boop. You got it in the gash. It's fucking stupid. Like that. Like that. Fucking coming around. Back and shock it right in the end. Got him in the gash. No, now my brain is tainted with your pointing out the facts. I hate you, Reuben. I hate you. And then, continues the story. Then we went 3D printer. And that was what, 2 years ago? So I finally got in, and so now I'm like, I haven't really been into the buying of the toys. It's good, and some toys are nice. I got the Trypticon. That was a nice figure. That was maybe my last big one. It was under $200. But I'm hearing there's a new Omega Supreme Siege on the way, and I've got to buy that. It's gonna be, it's a new model, whatever it is. I'm getting it. So I have to pre-order that. I don't know if I can pre-order it now, but that's something I want to get if it's an official thing. And yeah, so big Omega Supreme fan. Yeah. Yeah. So that's been 12 years. A lot of personal stuff that's going on, but yeah, it's not really something to do with robots and Transformers. That's something else. But if you have any of your favorite memories, just throw them down in the comments there. If you have any questions or something like that, throw them down there. You can follow me on Twitter, Robot Adventures, Discord. I got the Robot Adventures. What else is the thing? It's Twitch, but I don't play very much. But so that's where we're going right now. So yeah, I want to. Hopefully this year I'll get a big version of this Omega Supreme animated figure, built. Even if it's just in robot mode or spaceship mode. Alt mode, it'd be nice, but and some other things that I got going on, but you'll find out about those as we move along the year. Doing the commentaries on Star Trek versus Orville, and yeah, I'm liking the show. Just don't like the haters. So, all right, guys, that was the video for All in One Go. Nice. Talk to you guys later. Kampai. Bye bye. Reuben, you didn't need any peanuts with hot sauce. What's wrong with you? Yeah, I forgot. Hot sauce here, hot Tabasco, and there's some peanuts. Yummy, 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 yummy. Oh, wow. Oh God. Yeah.